iPhone 5S versus LG Stylo 3 coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 5S versus the LG Stylo 3. Now last year we did the iPhone 5S versus the LG Stylo 2 and it was quite the comparison. This year we're doing this one here. The intentions of this video is to help those out in deciding if they want to either pick up a 5S or an LG Stylo 3, or maybe you have a 5S and you might want to upgrade to a Stylo 3. Now we all know the 5S is getting pretty old and long in the tooth here now. It is about 4 years old. This is a 2017 smartphone, but you got to remember this is a budget smartphone, and the iPhone 5S is kind of like a budget smartphone on Android side in terms of speed. So we're going to test them here. So let's go ahead and boot both devices up in 3, 2, 1. And we will be doing a speed test here, but we can talk about other aspects of the devices as well. The LG Stylo 3, I'm just going to name a few of the most key specs. I'm not going to go too technical here. A 5.7-inch 720p display, a 13 megapixel 1080p camera on the back here, 3 GBs of RAM, and a 3200 milliamp hour battery, shipping with Android 7.0 nuggets or nougats. This is a Boost Mobile device. You have to be on Boost Mobile to pick this one up. Currently in the US, you can also get this under the name LG Stylus 3. This is for the international markets. So let's go ahead and unlock this phone here. You've seen the LG Stylus 3 or LG Stylo 3 was faster on the boot up than the iPhone 5S here. But the iPhone 5S wasn't too far behind. Confirming the software here on the iPhone 5S, we are looking at iOS 10.3.2. I am on the beta version of, beta 5 on the iOS side of things here for the iPhone. Over here on the LG Stylo 3, I am rocking out with Android 7.0 Nougat. If I can get in there, let's go into general, scroll down to about phone here, let's go to software info, and we are rocking out with Android 7.0 Nougat here. So Nougat versus the latest beta version that you can get right now for iPhone and the iPhone 5S. So let's go ahead and close everything out here, and you can see everything is closed there for the LG Stylo 3 and on the 5S. I did line up the same applications, and let's begin with Facebook on both. And you can see it looks like the LG Stylo 3 is ahead there, definitely ahead there over the 5S. Now because the LG Stylo 3 does have capacitive keys here, of course it's going to go home quicker. Let's go into Instagram, and you can see Instagram is ready to go first there for the LG Stylo 3. You can also go ahead and follow me here where I post behind the scenes stuff about the channel, all related to the channel here on this page. Link is down below in the description. Coming home here, let's go into Twitter. And you can see Twitter is ready to go first here for the LG Stylo 3. Now this does rock that, I think this is a Snapdragon series CPU here. This does have the Snapdragon 430 CPU. That's a 1.4 gigahertz CPU with 3 gigs of RAM here. Now the iPhone 5S does have a 1.2 gigahertz A7 chip, which is pretty solid. Let's go into YouTube. And you can see YouTube does open first here for the LG Stylo 3. So pretty good speed here for the LG Stylo 3. And I know what some people are thinking already. Test it versus the SE and then see what happens. Let me go ahead and close out Best Buy there. Let me reopen YouTube for the multitasking later. And let's go into Best Buy here. And you can see Best Buy does open first there for the LG Stylo 3. Coming home here, let's go into Uber. And you can see Uber is ready to go first for LG Stylo 3. Coming home here, let's go into Wikipedia. And Wikipedia wins again for the Stylo 3. So nice stuff here. And animations are set to 1x there for the LG Stylo 3. App Store versus Play Store. Looks like the LG Stylo 3 is the winner again. So if you're thinking about upgrading to a Stylo 3 from your 5S, you are definitely upgrading in the speed department, as you can see throughout this video. To eBay here. And you can see eBay is ready to go first here for the iPhone 5S. Surprisingly gets the win there. Let's go into Amazon. And you can see LG Stylo 3. And I know some fanboys of the 5S are still going to be like, 5S is king, 5S is king, when it's obvious that the LG is slaughtering the 5S here in speed. Let's go into Appy Geek. And you can see, let me hit deny there. You got to pop up on both of these. Then later, go into Digest. You can see it was ready to go first on the LG. Let's go into this article, and then look like about the same there. Coming home here, let's go into Temple Run on both. And maybe the 5S will win here. Let's see. Okay, the 5S wins here for the gaming portion of this video. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. So it looks like iOS optimization in games is still maybe ahead there on the 5S. And once again, yes for the 5S. No, LG Stylo 3, so about the same. So in terms of gaming, you're probably looking about a similar performance here going to the Stylo 3. Let's go into settings. And you can see settings does fire open first on the LG. Coming home here, let's go into Chrome and Safari. And let's go ahead and open up just a couple of websites. Let's go to apple.com here for the LG Stylo 3. No, come on, slow down. Let's go to apple.com here, LG Stylo 3. Let's go to apple.com here for the iPhone 5S. Let's hit go. And you can see we're ready to go there first for the LG Stylo 3. So looking good here on performance. Nice stuff, LG, on your budget handset in the Stylo 3, which also includes a stylus. Of course, it is, you know, the name stylus here. Now, this is going to be an interesting one to see because we do have, you know, 3 gigs of RAM when it comes to the multitasking. Can the iPhone 5S beat this phone here in multitasking? Let's go into Facebook, and you see it does. Wow. Let's go home here. Let's go into Instagram, and let's see if we can scroll. Well, maybe it doesn't. No, actually, you see the LG is the winner there because even though the iPhone 5S is holding a screenshot of the application, it's not actually open here because I'm going to try to respond with the screen. Let's go into Twitter here. You see nothing's happening there on the 5S. A reload there, and we're ready to go there first for the LG Stylo 3. So the Stylo 3 actually better at multitasking so far. Let's go into eBay and see if the story is the same here in the eBay department. Let's go into eBay. Once again, nope, this one is a win for the 5S. So the 5S is still, you know, pretty close to the LG in multitasking here. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. Missed that one. LG had to reload it anyway. So let's go back here, and let me flip this back up here. Looks like it's not gonna flip. It's not obeying with the camera. Let's go into eBay or Best Buy here. Let's go into Best Buy. And you can see that was a reload for the LG. So this is a toss-up here, a multitasking. Both are not incredible in the multitasking department, but I would definitely probably think that the iPhone 5S is probably a little bit better. The LG in some areas, the 5S, I'm gonna call this one a tie, honestly. So I think what we have learned here is that the LG Stylo 3 is a little bit of a snappier phone than the iPhone 5S. The iPhone 5S definitely still decent for being 2017, but not as good here as the LG Stylo 3. And if you lower down the animations on the LG Stylo 3, it gets even better. So not bad at all there for the Stylo 3, but that's not the only thing you get here that is an improvement over the 5S if you're deciding to upgrade. And you get a 5.7 inch screen, 720p HD. The iPhone 5S is not an HD screen. It is Retina, so it is over 326 pixels per inch. You do lose some pixels per inch here on the Stylo 3, but you will have better video watching capabilities for the Stylo 3. You get the addition of the tucked away stylus here on the Stylo 3, which is probably the best implementation of a stylus next to the Galaxy Note. It's like the budget version of it here for the Stylo 3. You get a 13 megapixel camera on the rear of the Stylo 3 versus an 8, but I do think the 5S does give you a better camera on the rear. The fingerprint scanner is a little bit better in my experience on the LG Stylo 3. It's a little bit faster than the one found on the 5S, which is the first generation Touch ID. Now the 5S is going to give you the metal body here, and this is going to give you a faux metal body. So this is plastic, but it kind of pretends to be metal. It kind of looks metal, but it definitely, it's rather bland design, I would say, but still decently sleek for what you're going to pay for this device. I think this device is like 150 bucks or something like that, brand new here in 2017. You're going to get much better battery life on the LG Stylo 3, and that's pretty much all we need to discuss here. Phone call quality I found to be better on the LG Stylo 3 as well. Speakerphone a little bit louder on the 5S, and audio input sounds a little bit better when you're listening to music through headphones on the iPhone 5S. You're talking about a portable phone going to a very light phablet. Because this is a budget phablet, it's actually super light. Being this size, very light in comparison to something like the top tier phones like OnePlus 3, iPhone 5S, or iPhone 7 Plus, Galaxy S8 Plus, things like that are much heavier being phablet devices. Anyway, this was Nick here helping you to master your technology. Which one would you go with, the iPhone 5S or the LG Stylo 3? Hit the like button for me if you enjoyed this video. I will catch you all in the next one. Be sure to be well, and peace.